It's a new year and another season of On the Mats with Coach Cubberly is here on Sports Nightly. Over the next 10 weeks, we'll feature 10 wrestlers, all leading up to the state tournament in March. First up is Clay's Josh Medina. Justin Feldkamp has his story.
Clay's Josh Medina wants to earn his way to the top. He just missed out on making it to the state tournament last year, but plans to change that his senior year.
I like to exhaust people, I would say. I'm pretty fat, pretty quick, pretty strong. Most of my downside is when I get in my head, on my own head, so I feel like I beat myself most of the time.
And at times we got to tell him to, hey, take a break or take it easy. You know, he's an extremely hard worker. He'll give you everything you got until he has no more. And he's just one of those guys as a coach, it's like you wish you could have 20 of them.
To see where he wants to be, he just has to look up at the wall of Clay's state placers and qualifiers.
And I know a lot of people up there. I've been coached by many, mentored by many. My brother's up there a couple times, so I mean that's a big step for me. I gotta keep it in the family.
In addition to wrestling here at Clay, Josh also wrestles outside the program during the summer, and that experience will play a role in where he may wrestle next year in college.
My options right now are Bellarmine University. It's in Louisville, Kentucky. That's where my brother goes. It's one of my other options right now is Lake Erie College over in Painesville, Cleveland, and also Edinburgh.
During the spring and summer, he's wrestled with some of the nation's best. And so he can go into any of those rooms right now and mix it up with those guys and hold his own and do well and have some success. Whoever grabs him, they're going to luck out on getting a kid who is going to work extremely hard, do whatever you tell him to, and run through a brick wall.
Coach Wharton says Josh is a leader who has his finger on the pulse of the program. Coach Cubberly, you of course had your finger on the pulse of the program many years ago. You coached both of these brothers, but what stands out to you about Josh?
Well, when I had Josh as a freshman, what I remember most about him is he's a goer. That kid will fight in every position, and he'll fight to the end, which is a great quality to have in a wrestler.
I was going to say another thing that I've seen you describe him as is a risk taker. How can that be an asset?
Well, if you're not afraid to try certain different techniques, you can go for the gusto and pin a guy from any position, which is great.
We mentioned that he had an older brother, Micah, whose name is on the wall and can be motivating.
Right.
But how can just having a brother also be an asset towards making him better?
Oh, Micah definitely makes Josh better because of his experience. Micah not only he's a 4-time state qualifier and placer for us, but what Micah's learned in the room at the college level transcends down to Josh, and Josh has become a better wrestler because of Micah.
We've heard him say that he's hoping to follow in Micah's footsteps when it comes to college, but one thing that's escaped Josh is making it to the state tournament. What is it going to take for a wrestler like him to get to that level?
Josh just has to be a little bit stronger mentally, and he knows that, and I think he's going to break through this year, but if he can just get his mental game together, be a little more aggressive and physical when he needs to be, I think he'll break through and become a state qualifier, maybe even state placer.
Is there a technical move that may work to his advantage that he should use all season long you've seen?
Josh has them all. There isn't just one. He's got a full tool pouch on his waist, and he can do everything.
Well, he certainly is going to make it tough for his competition throughout the course of this season. Sure. Him, of course, just the first wrestler that we'll be featuring on the mats with Coach Cubberly moving forward. But, Coach, thanks so much for coming in and chatting and helping us out, get to know Josh better.
Yeah, no problem.